One thing that like made this story really emotional for me was because it was based off of a true life story. Like it happened. It really happened. Someone went through all of that. So it's like you're watching, you're watching someone's life and you can't even believe it. You're like, what? People like this still exist? You're like, things like this still happen? Like a lot of thoughts are coming in and out of your mind, basically. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Okewumi, and in today's video, I will be reviewing the movie titled The Diplomat. The Diplomat was released in May 2025, currently on Netflix, and it's about the story of an Indian woman named Uzman Ahmed, who was lured into marriage under false pretense to Pakistan. Drum roll. Let's just get into it. Uzma Ahmed is the character in question. She's an Indian woman. She gets a job in Malaysia. She's trying to save money or raise money for her daughter. Her daughter is currently sick. So she gets a job in Malaysia. She meets someone. She's excited about meeting this person. They've got to know each other. This person says that she could come get a cure for her daughter in Pakistan, obviously. And this person, they've started to like fall in love, right? The reason why she was going to Pakistan at the time she was going to Pakistan was because she wanted to get the cure for her daughter's sickness, right? The guy had already left Malaysia for to Pakistan already. So she was the one coming alone from Malaysia. And so she gets to Pakistan. He comes to pick her and he drugs her in the car and takes her to a very dangerous city in Pakistan where like even the inhabitants of Pakistans don't go. I can't really remember the name of the city. And when she gets there, it's just very ghetto. Yeah. This ghetto environment where like people are looking scruffy and unkempt, and their men smoking, their faces are looking so hard and so, and she's like, where am I? And then he just starts dragging her, she finds out that where she went, there are other women there. The person she has been speaking to that she's in love with is actually married to multiple women. They are doing like something like sex trafficking, maltreating these women. They will come and they will fight over the women, who will sleep with who, will take who, and all of that. And so when he brought her, he showed that to his uncle. And they were like, this one is not fresh meat, Jerry. This one is not worth any amount of money or something like that. And they took her to a room, locked her up. And she was like, why did you bring her? Boom! Before she could even say anything, he had already slapped her. Long story short, he kept hitting her, locked her up in that room, beat her. Other women dead, so that's how they go through it. If they talk back like this, if 40 con. If they move like if 40 con. So like it was basically like an emotional torture for all the women there. Some of them were already like accustomed to it. They're already still doing battle of who is the August favorite inside this suffering. Anyways, long story short, Uzma was like, I can't do this forever. God forbid. I have to find a way out. All the women were telling her, my dear, there's no way out. These men are always, and this part of the city that we are in, you can never get help. Nobody's coming to save you. So he married her without her consent. She didn't want to marry, but they beat her and they pressured her into it. Not like they even pressured her. She didn't have a choice. It's someone that is in bondage. Just that we are sign this one. Smile. Look at the camera. And that was how they got married without her getting married. She finally found a way to escape. I think I've spoiled the movie enough. But let's talk about some of the life lessons that I was able to draw from this particular movie. And this time, it's real life lessons. First of all, I'd like to say that Uzma was courageous, because it happens that in life, when you get to a place and you ask people how they do things around there, right, you are most likely to say, okay, this is how they do things. All right, let me conform to what they're doing, right? When Usman got into the husband's home, where there were other women they were also lured to, many of the women that were there, they were there against their will, right? And she got there, all of them were battered, maltreated, beaten, used for sex trafficking, and all sorts of things, right? She asked them, and they said there's no way out. You just have to endure. Regardless of everything that she heard from every single person or all the women that are there, and regardless of the discouragement that she had, she still tried to find a way to escape. At least whether it was going to work or not, she still tried. She fought for her life. And we can see that that's what led to her freedom eventually. It's okay when you get to an environment, you study the environment and see that, okay, if you don't beat them, if you can't beat them, join them kind of thing, right? But there are times when, before you say if you can't beat them, join them, you try to beat them. It's not when you have tried to beat them and you know that, oh, it's impossible to beat them, then you join them. Then you just get there and join them without even trying to fight your way out of things. And that is one lesson I learned from Uzman. She fought her way out of her situation, and that is why she was able to get the freedom that she got. Lesson number two, right? I never knew anything about diplomats or the embassy rules and all of that. In this movie, I learned that if there's a Nigerian embassy in the US, it's like that is Nigeria on the US soil. And the US don't make rules inside that embassy. And once you are in that Nigerian soil, and you're a Nigerian, you are protected. You're supposed to be protected. You're supposed to be guarded because now the Nigerian government is responsible for you. Once you're outside that embassy, right, you're on your own. But once you are in Nigerian embassy in the US, the Nigerian government is fully responsible for your well-being. I never knew about that. This movie clearly explained what it was like, and it just made me wonder, right? I don't know, but Indian, they risked everything. They risked their lives, they risked their current relationship with Pakistan government, and they risked a lot of things to make sure that Usman got to Indian alive. And it makes me wonder, I don't know the situation. I'm not in all the countries in the world. I've never been to all the Nigerian embassies in other countries. But it makes me wonder, can the Nigerian government do what the Indian government did for Usman? So I think this question is to people that live in other countries and have experienced the Nigerian embassy in other countries. I think you can answer that question in the comment section. Do you think that the Nigerian government, like if something like this was to happen to a Nigerian and they get to the embassy, do you think, first of all, the Nigerian government is capable enough to give them the safety and the protection that they deserve? And do you think that they would even put in so much effort to ensure that this person gets back to Nigeria in good hands? Lesson number three, right? You don't just meet people and trust them. I feel like the only problem Uzman made was loving this guy and trusting him. That's the only mistake Uzman made. Loving and trusting this guy, right? And it's not a crime to be in love and trust the person you're in love with, right? But I don't think that she had any family guidance in most of the decisions she made, because either they didn't capture that part of the story, right? Or she actually didn't have any family guidance as to what she was doing and where she was going. Because I don't know how many people in her family she told that she was coming to Pakistan, that they weren't even looking for her already, and they had not raised an alarm to the embassy that she was missing. You've never spoken to this guy's family, you've never met any of his people, and then you are carrying your bag to go to his city. She was a bit careless with trusting him, which I know that because she's in love with him, she obviously didn't think that he was going to do that kind of thing to her. So she just like trusted him and went along with him, which is what many women do these days. If you're in love with someone, you don't really think that they're going to hurt you. You don't really think they mean harm to you. But I think that with stories that we've heard over and over again about how things are happening, various crimes, even within spouses, you need to be careful who you trust. You need to be careful who you stay with. Even in Nigeria here, we get stories of people that go to their boyfriend's place and they get murdered or they get killed. So, I mean, you need to be careful with who you trust. And even if, no matter how much you trust a person, you still need to let a third party know about your whereabouts. If you're going to stay at your boyfriend's place, share your location, tell someone, your family, your parents, let a third party know where you are and what you're doing. I think those were the three things that I was able to pick from the movie. This movie has lots of life lessons, but I think you should watch it yourself. I would highly recommend, if you're someone who enjoys movies based off of true life stories, I think you should watch it. It's a very good one for you. Also, I would rate this movie a 9 over 10. Perfect delivery of the story, the actual story. And I think I really, really enjoyed it. I feel like each character nailed their roles and they played the character very dutifully. Thank you for watching my video. We've come to the end of today's movie review. Don't forget, you've gotten to this part. Please subscribe. I want to see your comments. If you've seen the movie, let me know what you think about the movie in the comment section below. And if you've not seen the movie, what do you think about the movie? Let me know in the comment section below. Do have a wonderful week ahead. Bye.